Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Paul. I own and operate TCI Development. We're a building contracting company located in Southern California. If you guys have been following along, we're back out here on the massive modern custom home going in the Temecula wine country. You can see behind me, my guys are here for lightweight concrete. So the floor upstairs, we had, if you remember back in the framing stage, we have 1.5 of, or 1.8 inch floor sheeting. And then we're gonna have 1/2 inch tile that's going upstairs. But before we do all that, we're putting down 1.5 inches of lightweight concrete, also known as soundcrete, aircrete. Has a lot of different names across the country, but we call it soundcrete or lightweight concrete. That's going upstairs. So I'm gonna cover, just today, I'm gonna cover the process of putting that down. You can see him behind me right here. He's on that little bobcat, and he's loading 1 bucket of sand, which is probably about 1/3 of the yard, for 4 bags of cement. So that's the ratio of this mixture. So we're gonna go down right now and cover that. Before we get any further, if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up on my video and just subscribe to the channel. Follow us along on all of our projects. We have a lot of projects. We have a lot going on. We have a lot coming up. And don't forget to go over and follow us on our Instagram page at TCI Development. So before we go any further, let's go on up right now and go down here and find out what's happening and get a look at this lightweight concrete. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's go over here right now and check out the process of mixing this lightweight concrete. You can see right here, he's gonna get 1 scoop of sand. That's about 1/3 of the yard. Okay, he's got our masonry sand here. And then we have 80-pound bags of gypcrete. So 1 scoop of sand for 4 80-pound bags of gypcrete. So you'll see right here, he's gonna dump it in a hopper. Where he dumps it in the hopper. This is the material we use, gypcrete 2000 multifamily. He'll dump 4 bags in there now, right? And then he'll spray it and add water to it as they mix it. This hopper lifts up and dumps it into the hopper up above. Okay, he's up there doing that right now. He has a mask on his face because he doesn't want to breathe any of that in. He's gonna lift this up. I'll show you guys how he does that. He'll dump 4 bags. But these guys do this every day. They do all of our projects. They're really good at it. They're really quick. I'll go upstairs in just a moment and show you the consistency as it's going down on the floor. It's probably about as thick as a pancake batter, maybe a little thinner. You know, they call this different things across the United States. We call it gypcrete, soundcrete, lightweight concrete, aircrete. It has a whole bunch of different names. Here's the consistency right here. And what it does, it pumps it through the hopper, through this hose right here, which is going upstairs. So you can see the machine turning, right? It has a bunch of screws inside, and it mixes the concrete with the sand. You know, he dumps it, nobody has to lift it. It's all hydraulic, automated. And then it has the 2 screws. You can see him turning right here. It mixes it inside. He adds the water, and then it dumps it into the hopper right here. Dumps it into this hopper. Pumps it out through the hose. So let's go upstairs and check out how this goes down. You might see this in a lot of commercial applications. We have a commercial building we're getting ready to start for the same owner of this house. And we'll be putting lightweight concrete on the whole upstairs of that building.
Okay, so my microphone died on the job, and so I'm going to have to narrate this thing now. Right here we have 1.5 inch expansion foam that we staple on to the bottom plates. As you recall in the framing, we have 2 bottom plates because we're going to pour 1.5 inch of concrete, which is what we've done here. But you have to have expansion foam. You have to give this stuff room to expand and contract. You don't want it locked in and tied up against the walls. So they put expansion foam around all the rooms on the bottom plate. And you can see we left this bottom plate going through the doorways right here. Normally you cut those out. You'll cut out doorways when you hang doors. But because we were pouring 1.5 inches of soundproof flooring, aircrete, whatever you want to call it, because we were pouring that, we went ahead and just left the 2x6 running through the doorways, and that gave them something to screed off of. But you can see right here, you can see the 1.5 inches there, but we have 3 inches total. But when this is all poured out, then we'll have our standard 1.5 inch bottom plate that's exposed. That will nail our bottom molding to. So right now this is in the master. You can see this is the hose that comes from the hopper. And he has a two-way radio, so he's communicating with the guys down at the hopper, and he's letting them know if he needs more water or more sand or more cement. That way he gets the consistency that he needs. Even though they are mixing 1 bucket of sand, which is about 1/3 of a yard, with 4 bags of 80-pound gypcrete, that's the ratio that you want. But he still will communicate down below and say, hey, I need more water. That's why they shut the hose off right here. So he's having them add some more water because it was a little bit too thick. The idea here is to have this self-leveling. And then I asked him, how's his day going? He said it's going great. And he said he loves his job, which I know these guys do. They do all of our work and they do a great job. They've been doing my stuff for years. And this is more of a commercial application. But, they do have younger kids, this family. There's younger kids in the family, and they don't want a bunch of noise downstairs. So this plywood flooring that you see right here, this is 1 1/8 inch thick floor sheething. And then we have 1.5 inch of soundproof flooring going on here, this aircrete. We have 1.5 inch of that, and then we have 1/2 inch of tile. So this floor will be 3.5 inches thick. I mean, we could have, Metallica play up here and the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders jumping up and down on the floor. So, I mean, we're not going to do that. We're not going to have Metallica come. But anyway, this is a great product for home, and we normally do this in commercial buildings on the second floor. But you can see the consistency now. He radioed down below. It was two-way radio, and he said, hey, let's have it. So they sent it through, and now he's checking it to make sure it's the consistency that he's looking for. And you can see their little screeding rods right there on the pole. That's what his partner's doing in the back there. He's just screeding it out. Even though this is self-leveling, it starts heating up and starts setting up, so you want to make sure that it flows out nice and even. Now, if you followed our videos, any of our videos at the beginning stages when we're forming up our concrete, we use the best tools in the industry to make sure that our foundations are dead on level. We have laser screeds that we use in commercial buildings, but for residential, we use an altimeter made by a company called Technidia, and then we also use lasers to make sure our forms are nice and level. And that travels through to the rest of the job, because if you have a product that's out of level at the foundation stage, well, everything after that's out of level. But you can see here, we make it easy on these guys. We make sure that our stuff is nice and level. That way, when they go to screed it out, it sets up right where it's supposed to be at 1.5 inches thick. And he has 1.5 inch gauge on his over there when he's rodding it out like that. He can check the thickness. You see those eye bolts that he has on there? That's 1.5 inches. So he knows right where to put it. But he's just helping it to level out. And then the operator here with the hose, he's radioing down. Sorry about the footage here. I had the wrong lens and my microphone was dead, so everything went wrong today. But, no big deal. Anyway, he's radioing down below, telling them to add water. And then he's using his screeding rod to screed it out and get the air bubbles to the surface, so it ends up with a nice finish. You don't want a bunch of air pockets in it. But he's going to pour it right up there. You can see over there where the door jamb is going out onto the deck, 1.5 inches. So that's pretty much how it's done. They go around. If there's any big joints in the floor, they'll tape off those joints so we don't have a bunch of water running downstairs. I have everybody else on another project anyway. I didn't want them downstairs while these guys were doing this. And I don't want people going up there and trying to walk on it. But, yeah, this is how it's done right here. Okay, you can see him. He's pushing it over to where he's screeding it out. And he uses those eye bolts that he has screwed into the bottom of his screeding tool. And that shows him where the 1.5 inches is, right to the bottom of it. And he'll tamp it as he's going and make sure just to help it self-level. Pretty self-explanatory. But this, like I said, this isn't just for commercial applications. When we build large homes like this, you see him tamping it right there? He's just getting the air bubbles to the surface and he's helping it to self-level. Now he's going to go pull his hose out because the hose is starting to bunch up inside this master bedroom. So what he's going to do is he's going to go pull the hose out into the hallway. And because the hallway where they go down the ladder, that's the part they're going to do last, where they exit the upstairs and go back downstairs. He'll do that part last. That way he can work his way back toward the ladder right there. There's the ladder. He's pulling his hose into the hallway. Now he'll finish up in this room, and then he'll finish up the hallway and finish up right at the ladder where they can go down.
Okay, that's it. We're out here today. So that's the process of putting down lightweight concrete. Like I said, this is mostly used in a commercial application, but on structures like this one, this is like a commercial application. And like I said, they don't want a bunch of noise coming from upstairs because they do have small kids. So lightweight concrete, that's how you put it down. You know, it's not a difficult process, but it has to be done right. And that's why we hired these guys. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join the channel. We do have a lot of projects going on. We only film one at a time, right? Because I'm not a videographer, I'm a building contractor. So we film one at a time. And just wanted to show you guys the process of putting down this soundcrete or aircrete or whatever you call it in your state. And I'll cover the windows when we have them all in. Most of them are in right now, but I'll cover that on the next video. Like I said, we just got back. We were out of town, went down to Mexico for a little bit of time off. But we're going to continue forward on this project. I'll try to film more videos. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to go over and join our Instagram page at TCI Development. Hopefully you guys will have an awesome day. It's already about 100 degrees out here and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. So thanks for watching. Thanks for giving us a like on our video. Thanks for subscribing. And hopefully you can learn something by watching our projects. That'll help you with your project.